I'm the assistant principal, site supervisor at the Du Bois Alternate Learning Center. I think that the students were very engaged. I was really surprised to see some of them speak out because normally some of them don't talk. They just sit there and they listen and they nod or they put their heads down. But everyone today had their heads up, they were engaged. I think that the presenters, you and the two others that presented today, were just dynamic, absolutely phenomenal. You really engaged the kids, and I think they really enjoyed it.
Your exercise here, Empathy, the Art of Listening, was a lot of fun. About these are all the different ways: one-upping, advising, fixing, educating, analyzing, consoling, discounting. And I had fun making an exercise where I created 5 different scenarios for the kids, and they could look at this list and figure out which way, or different ways that empathy were blocked like that. You asked us to do some homework, and I created this exercise, Needs, Feelings, and Judgments in Literature, Frankenstein by Mary Shelley. And we talked about Victor Frankenstein's needs, the monster's needs, the creature's needs, the villagers' needs when they saw Frankenstein in their village, how frightened they were, and the creature's needs, who's really been deserted by his creator and doesn't even have the most basic fundamental needs being met. He's eating wild berries and he doesn't have any kind of companionship, any kind of love, no kind of connection. So I think those were all, they were fun exercises for me to learn about from you guys, and I also had fun, creating the Frankenstein exercise. It's been a very productive experience here, having you guys here. I think that there was a real connection, and they loved your videos, and they responded to you.
My name is Mr. Mack. I'm the site supervisor here at Brighton Beach ALC. I think it definitely impacts them. Mainly because it gives them exposure to how to deal with different relationships other than the relationships that they've been having that may have been negative. So I think that it definitely will be a positive impact in the relationships that they currently have here and then moving forward. I think it tapped into another side of our students, something that they weren't familiar with, because now they were able to express themselves in different ways. And I think that introduction into them participating in ACEs definitely improved the way they interact with the staff here.
Hello, my name is Jill Sieve. I am a teacher at the Alternate Learning Center at St. Mark's. I felt that the relationships class was very important to students. They learned how to respect each other's feelings. They learned how to listen to each other. Maybe when another student was talking, they learned to say, "I hear you," instead of giving some kind of passive-aggressive response. I also noticed in my own personal life, I tend to listen to my husband more, and I tend to use different vocabulary words that I learned through Michael and Erin. I highly recommend this program. I feel that the kids were very responsive toward it, and I feel that as the days go on, they're asking for Michael and Erin when they're coming back.
Jacqueline Hirsch. I'm a science and social studies teacher at St. Mark's Alternate Learning Center. I love when Relationships 101 comes. They're very good with the kids, and the kids really respond to them. You learn a lot about everything that relates to them in their daily lives. They talk about social media, bullying, just everything that relates to them, which is nice because they don't always like just the regular subjects that they have to take every day. This kind of takes them into a different world, and they really love it. And Michael and Erin are great. They always, they actually give us a lot to think about as teachers, because I tend to empathy block, and now I'm listening to them and trying to think about needs and feelings, and it's great. The program is just great.